Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Celebrating Indian Leadership. I am in front of you to bring in more interesting stories from the life of Captain Gopinath. Leaders are always looking for opportunities. They are looking for ways to innovate. They are looking for ways to cut cost. This is really evident from one of the wonderful incidents. The incident also is a bit hilarious, provided the way in which he tried to innovate, but there is a very important lesson for all of us to learn. It so happened that once during his farming days, getting water through electric pump was still a remote chance. Since there was no electricity, if he had to bring water from the nearby stream for farming to his farmland, he had to spend a lot of money on the labor. Now this was too expensive for Captain Gopinath. He was trying to cut cost in all corners. Once during a conversation with a laundry person, or what we call as dhobi, he realized that dhobis use lot of donkeys to carry their loads. Now an idea struck to Captain Gopinath that okay, if donkeys are able to carry the loads for a dhobi man or a laundry person, a washerman, why can't it carry the water loads for me from the nearby stream into the farmland? That way I would be able to save lot of labor and carry lot of water from the stream to farmland. Now he quickly went on and asked Dhobi, okay, how much would it cost to buy a donkey? So the Dhobi says somewhere around 75 rupees, and this excites Captain Gopinath further. He actually goes ahead and buys almost about 10 donkeys immediately. He pays money to the dhobi man and asks him to buy 10 donkeys from the nearby market, and once he gets the donkeys he'll be very happy, now without spending so much on the labor he'll be able to bring the water to his farmland. Then what happens, he starts feeding the donkey and then start trialing to bring water from the nearby stream, and then things turn out really hilarious. Usually we try to scold people in the name of donkey when they do something really idiotic. Actually that is not really true. The donkeys seem to be very intelligent creatures. So since Captain Gopinath was not a washerman by himself, or he did not know the art of how to get the donkeys do his work, he goes with all the donkeys near the stream, gets the water in pitchers and puts the load on the donkeys and tries to push them towards his farmland, and then starts a very hilarious movement that each donkey tries to go in its own way. One jumps, one hops, one just stands still there without moving, one just goes hayward in all directions, and instead of getting the work done, it becomes an additional burden for Captain Gopinath and one of his employee who was working with him in the farmland to stop the donkey business of the donkeys. And then it also becomes a very funny comedy incident to everyone around that place, and all the farmers and all the people who lived around his farmland stand all around and they start laughing, looking at what this fellow is doing. While it becomes a very entertaining scene for the people around there, it becomes a very frustrating and a bit of embarrassing scene for Captain Gopinath. Now, why I bring this incident to you is the thought process behind it. If at all, say, me and you were there in that crowd, and I happen to tell you that, this person who is doing all this nuisance with the donkeys, one day is going to build the biggest avionic industry of our country, when you wouldn't have believed me. But Captain Gopinath just did that. Why? Because you can see from this incident that he didn't care too much about what will others think when he is trying to do something out of way. Farmers using donkeys to fetch water was not at all something that was in practice. So it's something new, a new experiment which came as a thought, and he quickly jumped into action and he executed it. Yes, of course he failed, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. Had it been succeeded, it would have been one of the finest cost-cutting technique for the entire farming community, and that is the kind of thing you need to exercise when you want to be an innovator, when you want to do something new or find something new. That's the kind of thing we will all have to practice. Yes, probably 6 or 7 out of 10 things that we start and try to do would fail. But if you want something really good, a very good output, which that could be the 3 out of that 10, and for that we don't have shortcuts. We really need to try the 10 things out without really bothering too much about what people would say, what people would think, and having a self-doubt whether the idea is good or it is stupid. Leaving all that aside, we need to just go there and try out our ideas, see it for ourselves whether it works or not. With this incident, we really see that Captain Gopinath had such a mindset, and that is probably what took him to become one of the finest entrepreneurs of our country. If this story has inspired you, so please share it with others. Please subscribe to this channel for more such stories from the lives of great people. And more importantly, let's all together celebrate the Indian leadership.